And in our relationship with Rasulullah sallallahu alayhi wa alihi wa sallam, we must have ihsan. The best level is the first presented by him, to imagine that you are in front of him. This is, as you are all aware of, why we say in the prayer, Assalamu alayka ayyuhan nabiyyu wa rahmatullahi wa barakatuh. Salutations be upon you, salam, upon you, or talking with the second personal pronoun. The second, you, not he, the third, you, the second. And this is the mukhatab, a person addressed. And a person should be in a distance, through it he can hear you. So you're talking to someone. You don't speak to someone who is far away in India and you say to him, Assalamu alaikum, for example, unless you believe that he's present in front of you. And this is the case of us with Rasulullah sallallahu alayhi wa alihi wa sallam. And the same case applies on the greatest men of Allah, such as Sayyidina Shaykh Abdul Qadir al-Jilani and many others whose soul can travel from a place to another and be present in circles of dhikr or in places of worship. So when people say Assalamu alaikum to the Prophet sallallahu alayhi wa alihi wa sallam, they should believe that they are present in front of him, or that he can hear, at least he can hear this, because his hearing sallallahu alayhi wa alihi wa sallam is beyond the hearing of human beings. For just one subject of the differences between us and Rasulullah sallallahu alayhi wa alihi wa sallam, I'd like to ponder on the following point. Many people believe that Rasulullah sallallahu alayhi wa sallam is like us. I would say that they are wrong. Rasulullah sallallahu alayhi wa sallam is like us only in one aspect. This is why the Quran emphasized on the bashariyya, the humanness of Rasulullah sallallahu alayhi wa sallam. He's like us. قُلْ إِنَّمَا أَنَا بَشَرٌ مِثْلُكُمْ means bashar, means he is a human being, but he's not like us sallallahu alayhi wa sallam from all other aspects. One of these aspects is hearing. In hadith in Jami' al-Imam al-Tirmidhi, he sallallahu alayhi wa alihi wa sallam said, إِنِّي أَرَى مَا لَا تَرَوْنَ وَأَسْمَعُ مَا لَا تَسْمَعُونَ. I see what ye do not see, and I hear what ye do not hear. In another variant of the hadith, in al-Tabarani's Mu'jam, he was walking with his Sahaba in one of the streets in al-Madinah al-Munawwara. All of a sudden he turned to his Sahaba and said to them, do you hear what I hear? They listened. Do you hear what I hear? أَتَسْمَعُونَ مَا أَسْمَعُ? They were all ears. They listened. قَالُوا مَا نَسْمَعُ مِنْ شَيْءٍ يَا رَسُولَ اللَّهِ. We can't hear anything. They listened. Do you hear what I hear? أَتَسْمَعُونَ مَا أَسْمَعُ? They were all ears. They listened. قَالُوا مَا نَسْمَعُ مِنْ شَيْءٍ يَا رَسُولَ اللَّهِ. We can't hear anything. قَالَ بَلَا إِنِّي لَأَسْمَعُ أَطِيطَ السَّمَاءِ. Ye indeed, I hear the cracking of the heavens. Because there is no space of foot square probably, or enough for a foot, but there is an angel kneeling to Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala. To shed more light on this issue, that Rasulullah hears us even now, let me give you the following analysis of the relationship between the soul and the body. We see, we hear, we smell, we touch, we taste, we understand, we memorize, we analyze other faculties. All these faculties, brothers and sisters, belong to the soul or the body, or the soul and the body together. We have three alternatives. The fourth is dismissed to another body, to another object. Our own faculties are with us. There are three logical possibilities. We see. Who is seeing in you? The flesh and blood, the chunk of nerves and veins, or the soul, or a combination of both of them. Let us see, brothers and sisters. We go to the stage when we die. During that phase, the flesh is there intact. The body is full, nothing wrong with it. Yet it doesn't move, it doesn't see, it doesn't hear, it doesn't feel, it doesn't understand, it doesn't comprehend. There's nothing there. All the faculties are gone. Where are these faculties? They went out of the body. They went out with the soul. Had these faculties altogether were integral parts of the body, they would have been out of the body. Had even there been any combination between the soul and the body in these faculties, there would have been some remnant or traces of these faculties, senses in the body. These faculties, brothers and sisters, are a great bounty from Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala given to the soul. So, brothers and sisters, the Prophet sallallahu alayhi wa sallam hears us. All the faculties we have are a drop of his faculties. If he heard when he was alive the cracking of the heavens, wouldn't he hear you praying on him? If he sallallahu alayhi wa sallam saw the planets, all the planets, according to al-Qadi Iyad in his marvelous work Al-Shifa, Rasulullah sallallahu alayhi wa sallam saw the constellation and the major planets in the constellation. Wouldn't he be able to see you if you are in China or in the UK or in South Africa or in Canada or somewhere around the world? It would be the easiest. Why? Because the bodies are veiled for us. They veil us from witnessing the truth in this life. This is why we can't see angels. But if you ask me, do souls see angels? I will tell you, yes, indeed, they do. After death. Especially when the angels come to ask you the question. Two angels will come to ask you the question. Our bodies are the veils. Yet the body of Rasulullah sallallahu alayhi wa sallam never veiled him. And here comes the notion talked about in the Sufi works that Rasulullah sallallahu alayhi wa sallam is made of light. His name is light. As we read in the Quran Al-Kareem, قَدْ جَاءَكُم مِّنَ اللَّهِ نُورٌ وَكِتَابٌ مُبِينٌ. That has come to you from Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala a light and an illustrious book. Or as we read, مَثَلُ نُورِهِ كَمِشْكَاتٍ فِيهَا مِصْبَاحٌ. The example of Muhammad, the example of his light referring to Muhammad, as Al-Qadi Iyad again narrates in Al-Shifa. So Rasulullah sallallahu alayhi wa alihi wa sallam is aware of us. More than this, he sees us. More than this, he hears us sallallahu alayhi wa alihi wa sallam. So Rasulullah sallallahu alayhi wa alihi wa sallam is aware of us. More than this, he sees us. More than this, he hears us sallallahu alayhi wa alihi wa sallam.